So excuse me for getting, but these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or blue.
There's going to be less theatre trips in this week's vlog, and that makes me very upset. Hi everyone, my name's Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. Today's video is the start of a new weekly reading vlog. It is Monday afternoon. I am currently still at work, technically. I'm working from home at the minute. I have, as I've mentioned before, I'm like half in the office, half out. I'm working from home, but there's no one else in the house today, so I've decided to set myself down in the living room because it's more comfy and less cold, so I thought, why not? It also means that I have the TV in here as well. So instead of putting musical songs on in the background, I have put a musical on in the background. I've been watching Moulin Rouge, the film this time though, because you may have picked up on in the last few weeks, I've been a little bit obsessed with Moulin Rouge, the musical, the cast recording with Aaron Tveit. That's the main reason I'm obsessed with it. But I decided to watch the film today, and the film is my favourite film of all time. And it was a nice atmosphere this afternoon while I've been watching that. I do still have a little bit of work to do though. It's like 3 o'clock now. I'm hoping I'll be able to log out about 4:30. But I thought I'd just do a quick update on what should be my break time. And yeah, there's not too much else to say. I'm reading All the Feels. That's where I left you on last week's vlog. It's still where I am. I've not read anything yet. I'm enjoying it so far though, so I will give you updates. There's not too much else going on this week as far as I can remember. Yeah, literally, I don't think I'm doing anything this week really. So just gonna hopefully get some reading done, hopefully make a good start on October's TBR, because it is October 3rd, it's Mean Girls Day. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can actually do some decent reading this week, because I've got this week and next week where I'm not too busy, and then the week after that I've got another sort of trip planned. So gonna try and start off strong before chaos starts to ensue towards the end of the month. I swear I had the best intentions for this evening. It's still Monday. Basically, after I spoke to you last, because it was Monday afternoon last time I spoke to you, and I was talking to Meg, and she was saying that she needs to be productive, and she was wondering who had sprints tonight, and there was no one sort of coming to mind who was doing sprints. So she said, I might just watch some old ones back. And I said, we can sort of do some by ourselves. I can set up a StreamYard link and we just don't go live, because neither of us particularly wanted to be hosting them at the time, but we can kind of motivate each other. I should have known as soon as I said that we weren't going to sprint, we weren't going to be productive. Me and Meg, left to our own devices, are chatty people. So yeah, basically I have spent the entire evening on a backstage of a StreamYard live with Meg, mainly talking about musicals, because what else do we talk about? In all fairness, we do have trips and things that we need to make plans for. We have 3 separate trips coming up in the next 2 months that are together, and we have got, in each one of those we've got at least 1 show to book. So we were making some plans for that. We're also hopefully, not hopefully, keep telling Meg it will happen. We've got a holiday we're planning next year, and I keep saying to her, if I keep saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So we were also talking about that, and maybe have a date in mind for that, which is exciting times. I will say more when I actually book it. But yeah, so we were just kind of chatting generally, and neither of us did anything productive. I had a timer set up and everything, and we didn't sprint once. We just sat and talked, but it's fine. It's nice to have a catch up. As I said on last week's vlog, it's slightly strange that all of my closest friends at the minute I don't get to see in person very often. So it's nice to just have these kind of catch ups where we are just sat chatting, because that's what you would do if you were seeing your friends regularly in person. You'd meet up in real life and just have chats, which we can't really do that much. So that is what we were doing. So we did that online instead, which is nice. Tomorrow I am on sprints. I'm on Lisa's sprints with Meg again. Obviously Lisa, I think Becca, Ashley and Jem, I think that's who's on tomorrow. So hopefully I should actually be more productive. I do need to kind of tidy the house and things tomorrow, because my parents have been away for the last few days, and they get back on Wednesday. The house is actually pretty like tidy. It just needs like cleaning before they come back, just to make sure it like looks nice. So I'm gonna do that sort of thing tomorrow. I am out and about tomorrow. It's one of my days out at the house in my job, but sometimes I have to travel a bit further and sometimes I'm more local, and tomorrow it is local, so I should be back at a reasonable hour, which is good. And then I can just come back and clean a little bit whilst on the first few sprints, and then hopefully be able to read. I think I'm probably going to start an audiobook tomorrow as well, something to have on while I clean. I am thinking it's going to be a Majesty's Royal Coven, because I do have that audiobook and that is on my TBR. So I might start that one tomorrow as well. And then All the Fields will get finished. It just might not be finished now until like slightly later in the week, but it will get done. But that is pretty much my updates. Best intentions did not happen. It's now like gone 11 o'clock and I'm going to get in bed. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We are now 2 days into this reading vlog and I have not read a single page. It's also like 1 a.m. on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I should really be asleep. I have to wake up in like 5 hours time. But, right. So I planned to be productive this evening. Let's tell you the whole story. I went on sprints. I was on Lisa's sprints and I planned on being productive. I needed to clean the house because my parents get back from their sort of like long weekend away tomorrow. So I just wanted to make sure it was clean and tidy for when they came home. It wasn't anything like major. It's just like I needed to like empty the bins and sweep up and things like that. Just like general cleaning stuff. So I was like, right, I can get that done in the first sprint. And then I'm going to read for the rest of the night. And then we came back after the first sprint and Lisa's getting a migraine. So she ended the sprints early. Fair enough. She's not feeling well. You do what you need to do. It was then, well, on the sprints, there was me, Ash, Meg and Becca. Jem was coming on, but she was going to be late. So she'd not got there by the time that we ended the sprints. And Becca was off watching Bake Off, because she does on a Tuesday. She watches Bake Off, then comes back to the sprints after. But she's still there, like on the camera's still there, she just turned off. So we stayed on chatting for a little bit, me, Ash and Meg. And then Meg disappeared because she was also feeling a little bit ill. And then me and Ash realised that like it's like 9:15 now. Becca should be coming on soon because Bake Off's just finished. And we don't know if Lisa's messaged us to tell her that sprints aren't actually happening. We didn't want her to just come back to like an empty screen and wonder what the hell's gone on. So we stayed on a little bit longer and Becca came back. And then me, Ash and Becca ended up talking till like just after 11, because why not? Basically, this is a running theme of the last couple of days. It's just us all having like catch-ups on like backstage of sprint type areas. And it's lovely. So it's lovely that I'm getting to like chat to my friends in like a non-sprint style session. It's just like an actual conversation. But still, it did not help with the productivity. And then right, during the first sprint, or just before the sprint started actually, but then during the first sprint, I decided that I wanted to listen to a musical that I'd not listened to before. Because I go through like phases of obsessions of different shows, and then every so often I'm like, I want to try a new one. And today was that day. And I decided to listen to Next to Normal because it came up on I was listening to my Spotify, I was listening to like the Spotify recommended, like the daily mix thing. And it came up on there. One particular song came up, it was I'm Alive. And I know the reason it came up because Aaron Tveit sings it. And obviously Spotify now knows that I like his voice because I listen to Moulin Rouge a lot. So it played me that. It also played me like the film version of Les Mis, but only the songs of Enjolras. So I'm like, yeah, you're definitely trying to feed my Aaron Tveit obsession, and I'm fine with that. So I listened to all of Next to Normal. Well, I listened to like 3/4 of it. And then I still had like the last bit to listen to. So I'd put that on like after I'd finished talking to Becca and Ash. And I was like, okay, listen to this now, it's fine. And then I just thought, out of interest, I'm going to search for Aaron Tveit's name on Spotify rather than like just searching for a show that I know he is in, because that's normally what I do. And then I found out that he has a live album on Spotify from when he did a concert in like, I want to say it was 2013. It was a while ago. But I found this album at 11:45, and a logical person would have gone, it's a bit late to start listening to that now, Chloe. Maybe go to sleep and listen to it tomorrow. You're working from home, you can have music on in the background. I am not a logical person. I decided to stay up and listen to that entire album. I'm very happy I did, because like listening to Aaron Tveit singing Taylor Swift at like 20 to 1 in the morning was a great time. But yeah, productivity did not happen. Hopefully some reading will happen tomorrow. But other than that, I don't really have anything to update you on. My obsession with Aaron Tveit is becoming a worry. And that's pretty much all I can say. I'm going to go to bed now. Hello. It is Thursday evening. I did not update yesterday because there's always a day that I don't update. Did I read anything yesterday? No, I did not. I think, have I actually read anything in this reading vlog so far? I have actually, because I've read today, so we'll tell you about that. I was travelling for work again today, so I started listening to an audiobook on the way in. I started listening to Her Majesty's Royal Coven, which I think I said I was going to read earlier on this week. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really liking the audiobook. I'm liking Nicola Coughlan. Is that how you pronounce her name? I probably should have checked this, but I like her as a narrator. It's strange because I'm used to seeing her in things where you don't actually hear her regular accent, like she's either English in Bridgerton or she does a Derry accent in Derry Girls, and this is her regular Irish accent, not a Derry accent, and then every so often switches into a Yorkshire accent as well. She's a woman of many talents, but I am enjoying it so far. Don't really have much else to say other than that. I'm going to try and read a bit more of All the Feels tonight, and yeah, I will give you further updates on Her Majesty's Royal Coven tomorrow probably, because I should be able to listen to a little bit tomorrow day as well, because I'm not really far into it enough to like give you proper thoughts at the minute. I'm just liking what I have read, but I'm still kind of figuring out where I am with it. But very quick update, just don't really have anything else to say. Hi, hello, how are you? It's Saturday. This reading vlog, if you can call it that, has very little reading in it yet again. Like I said, it's Saturday. Have I read anything more since I last spoke to you on Thursday? No, I haven't. I said at the time that I was going to read more of All the Feels, and then just could not be bothered to pick anything up on Thursday night. Last night, fully planned to read some. Don't even know what else I did. Just didn't read. I think I went to sleep early yesterday. That was what I did then. Thursday, I'd listened to some of Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I think that was Thursday. But that is basically all the reading I've done so far this week. Today, I've been to the cinema. That's why I haven't read today. I woke up, edited and uploaded today's video, which was my wrap up that should have gone up on Monday. Like, I'm just behind in general at the minute. And yeah, then went to the cinema to see Amsterdam, which I didn't love. Like, I felt like it just couldn't decide what it wanted to be. And like, some of it was like a fun sort of like noir type film. Some of it was trying to be funny. Some of it was trying to be quirky. But then like, there were like just lines that came out of nowhere for no reason. And I didn't love it. I don't know how else to describe it. I just felt a bit meh about it. We then went for food, went to Wagamama, which was nice, and then had a fun journey home where the buses decided to not turn up. So it's been a strange day. I'm going to try and read tonight, but it's just me and my mum in the house, and we're probably going to watch Strictly. So yeah, I will try and make this week's reading vlog have actual reading in it tomorrow, because I will be on sprints tomorrow. It's Becca's sprints. There are a lot of us on, so I am a little bit worried that we're going to get sidetracked. I think there's 6 of us on the sprints tomorrow though, so it could be like a recipe for disaster and we could just end up talking the entire way through it. But I am really, really hoping I can read. I would like, I know I've said this, I would like to have finished All the Feels by tomorrow. I want to have like finished one book by the end of my first reading vlog for October. That is the plan. But right now I'm going to get changed and settle down and watch some Strictly Come Dancing. Okay, so yesterday I said I wanted to make this into an actual reading vlog for the Sunday, and I have. I've done the reading part. I just haven't been vlogging. It's Sunday evening now. I woke up feeling really ill. Well, actually, I started feeling ill last night. Woke up feeling ill this morning. Took a COVID test at like 5 a.m. because I was panicking that it was that. Apparently it's just a cold. And I have got better as the day's gone on. I've got like a sore throat, and like it doesn't seem to progress any further at the minute, and I'm hoping it kind of stays like this. But I've just been feeling like really run down and tired all day as well, hence why I've not really vlogged. I have actually been on sprints. I managed to make it all the way through. There was a bit in the middle where I was like, I am not sure if I'm just going to have to log off of these right now, because there was like one chatty bit where if you were watching it, you'll have seen that I just barely said anything and just kind of like was this on my chair. for the entire time because I was just very tired. But then I did my usual trick of putting musicals on for the last couple of sprints. So I listened to half of Moulin Rouge. Actually, I just realised I've got half of it left to listen to. I paused right before Come What May. I feel like I need to go back to that. But anyway, Moulin Rouge always gives me energy, which is a good thing. I have read like over 100 pages of All the Feels today, and it's still nearly 8 o'clock. I'm planning on reading some more. I was hoping to finish this today, but like with the not feeling 100%, I'm not gonna like feel too bad if I don't. I do need to finish it tomorrow though. I'm starting a buddy read of Bunny tomorrow, so I don't want to have, like, with me being still quite slumpy, I don't want to be having too much going on at once, especially with me still having the audiobook of Majesty's Royal Coven reading as well. So I need to get this one done and out of the way. I also have spent the evening so far watching Phantom of the Opera. I went down and had food, and then after we finished eating, my dad was looking through the TV and he saw the 25th anniversary production of Phantom of the Opera. The concert that they did at the Royal Albert Hall was on Sky Arts, and he was gonna like skip straight past it, and me and my mum were like, excuse me. So we overruled him and put Phantom on, and then I've come upstairs to finish watching it after the interval bit, and ended up just on voice notes with Meg dissecting Phantom. It was a fun time. So far, just give you guys an update actually on how the readathon is looking. I've had about, I think, 25 sign up so far. I know there are still some people to sign up. Most of my friends haven't actually signed up yet, so I know there's still like a few people at least left to sign up, and obviously you've still got plenty of time to do so. If you are wanting to join, I will link the announcement video down below so you can check that out. But as part of the sign-ups, I have asked people to list what their favourite musical is and what their favourite song is from that musical. There is no reason for this other than me just being nosy. I just like to see what other people are interested in, and it's been good. I've been sort of seeing what musicals people like. There's been a lot of Les Mis, which makes my heart very happy. There's been quite a lot of Wicked. There's been quite a few Jesus Christ Superstars, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Meg is not happy with any of you, and she probably will tell you this herself in one of her videos that should be coming out for the readathon. But basically, nobody has picked Phantom as their favourite musical. And we don't quite understand why. It's a very good show. It's not my favourite of all time, but I thought at least one person would have picked it. It's a very, very good show, especially like having watched that today. I'm like, oh, I remember how good this show is now. So, you know, if you have not yet signed up and Phantom is your favourite, sign up, show it some love. But yeah, that has been my evening. I'm going to go back, like I said, to watching All the Feels. I'm going to go back to reading All the Feels, and I will try and give you at least one more update. I have just realised I'm supposed to edit a video that's supposed to go up tomorrow, but it's not. It's an extra video, so technically I could put it up on Tuesday. We will see what I feel like later on, see how much of this book I get read, and go from there. It's my whole video for last month. But yeah, right, I'm going to go because I do actually want to read. I just thought I would try and give you an update to say there is actually some reading in this week's reading vlog, finally. It's only taken until Sunday. I definitely didn't forget to wrap this vlog up yesterday. I definitely didn't say I was going to film another clip and then didn't do it. It's definitely not Monday. I don't know what you're talking about. Right, so this is a weird weekly reading vlog. I didn't really read. We've seen this. I did read some of All the Feels yesterday. I've now got past the part that is basically the same as the first book. So because you're following a different character in this, you're following the main character from the first book, Marcus, you're following his best friend Alex. He had a storyline in the first book that involved the setup of his relationship that is now the focus of the second book. So you kind of had to see that again. You had to see it from his and the love interest Lauren's point of view. So I've got past all that point now, so everything I'm reading now is new, which is fun. They're going on a road trip. It's fun. I am excited to see where it's going. I should hopefully finish it early this week, but I will talk about that in next week's vlog. Basically, this week has been a bit of a nothing week. I didn't have anything like fun to show you guys outside of reading, and I didn't really read. So sorry if it's been a little bit of a boring vlog, but sometimes slumps just happen. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I will actually be able to power through it. I started a buddy read today that I will tell you about in next week's vlog. So that can hopefully prompt me to read a little bit more. But yeah, this week was a bit meh. So let's just leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and I'll see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.